Tron, Ares, and Mortal Kombat 2 drop trailers. Beyond the Spider-Verse gets delayed again. Voldemort has been cast, but it's a big secret. Judge Dredd is getting a new movie from Taika Waititi. James Gunn recounts telling Henry Cavill he won't be Superman anymore. And there's so much more to discuss in this episode of Movie News.
What is up, movie friends? Welcome back to Raiders of the Lost podcast, the ultimate film and TV podcast, and this is the Movie News episode where we go through all of the industry news so you don't have to sit back, relax, and hear about what's going on in the world of film and TV. There's a lot to go over, what James mentioned, but also, there's a new Assassin's Creed adaptation that we'll talk about. God, I hope you guys get it right this time. Well, let's break down the box office for this weekend. Superman had a really good second weekend, $57 million. It grossed over $300 million globally, closing in on $500 million, I think, in about a week and a half.
It's already over $400 million.
Oh, yeah, there we go, man.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
It's getting there, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people said they wouldn't make any money. It made almost $400 million in 10 days.
And it had
that's pretty good.
Quite a bit of a drop, but I mean, most movies have a significant drop next week, but it was only 55% drop, which is not bad. I mean, The Dark Knight had pretty much the same kind of drop as
That's
this movie.
a great drop if your movie makes over $100 million. If you can keep your drop under 60%, that's a really good performer. Jurassic World Rebirth, $23 million on its third weekend. It's closing in on a ton of money, closing on $800 million globally. I Know What You Did Last Summer debuted with a pretty respectable $13 million. I didn't think people would actually see this movie,
Me
but
neither.
they did. They went.
I didn't think they'd go either.
They went to it.
Good job, guys.
Smurfs came out with a $12 million opening weekend for its debut. Pretty low numbers for an animated film.
Yeah, this is first opening weekend, $12 million?
Yeah, $12 million.
That's not great.
I don't think people are interested in Smurfs anymore.
I don't think they are either.
And not even Rihanna could help sell this movie, clearly. So it's just, this might be the last Smurfs for a while.
Yeah, the
Now,
budget I'm looking up right now was $58 million.
It's a combination of 2D animation, so it wasn't as expensive.
In live action, yeah.
It wasn't as expensive as
but it's still not a great performer for that budget.
No way.
They really need to break $75 million to break even at least.
Yeah, so I mean,
not a good start.
They shouldn't have released it in the middle of summer. It's a terrible release date. Really, really bad release date.
It is.
What were you guys thinking? All right. F1 still holding out strong in the top 5, still with $10 million. It passed. It drove through $400 million globally. Apple's biggest hit by far. It actually only needs about $60 million more until it's encroaching.
Encroaching? Is that a made up word?
Approaching. I was going to say encroaching, but that was crossing the line.
Continue what you're saying.
Approaching the break-even point.
No way.
It's getting there.
No, it's not.
They got tax breaks.
Break even on this is $600 million easy.
Nah.
It's a $350 million movie, Anthony.
They got some tax breaks, man.
I'm sure they did, but
tax
they
breaks.
still got us. They're
All
still
said
splitting.
and done.
You're still splitting ticket sales with movie
I know,
theaters.
It's getting there. I'm just all
I
aboard.
fucking. It's my number one in the year. I'm thinking objectively. If we say that about Marvel movies, we have to say it about F1 too. We had the same conversation last week on Movie News, and you are pretending like F1 is the biggest hit of the century.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Next up, How to Train Your Dragon in its 87th weekend, 5.2 million at the box office, which for some reason they released digitally too because it's still making money at the box office.
Number 6.
And then Eddington, its opening weekend, not a huge hit, 4.8 million at the domestic box office. The budget of this film is about 25-30 million. Anthony and I saw it in our Patreons. Patrons will get an exclusive bonus review of it.
I think it was an exciting film. It's very divisive, but overall, it was insane. It was funny. Eddington gave me PTSD to 2020 in such a big way that I needed to get a drink immediately after the movie because I felt like it brought me back to the mind space
of masks,
of masks and just
mandates,
all that stuff, man. It was insane.
I thought it was, the more I've been thinking about it, I liked it a lot, but also there's things about the tone that I think shifted quite significantly that maybe didn't make it land for me completely at the end, but I thought the first hour of this movie was flawless and exceptional, and you could use this movie, Eddington, as an artifact for future humanity to see what it was like living in 2020. It was outrageous, but we're about to talk about Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse being delayed again in Tron, Ares, but first, check out this poster over my right shoulder. It's of Superman. This was provided by our great sponsors at movieposters.com. Use our code Raiders10 at checkout from movieposters.com, as well as clicking on our affiliate link in the episode description of this podcast or Instagram bios. This will help get us commission. Use our code, use our commission. Everyone wins. Now let's get into Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse delayed yet again for the 18th time at least. This time only 3 weeks delayed. So this highly anticipated third film has been delayed from June 4th to June 25th, 2027. The move was made to capitalize on school-aged filmgoers. On June 25th, 100% of kids will be out on summer break.
It seems to make a lot of sense. Kids are still in school in a good portion of schools in America in the first week of June. Every school is different.
Yeah.
We would get out sometimes into the second week of June, sometimes in the first week of June. It also counts, like, snow days matter too. So it makes way more sense to release it when everyone's out on school in summer break.
And they have so many years before the movie comes out.
Yeah,
and
most of them will graduate by the time it comes out.
You already know it's going to get delayed again at some point. So, I mean...
No, I think this is the release date. It's 2 years out.
Want to put money on it?
Yeah. Why would you change this release date?
I bet you $50 it gets changed.
We're not going to remember this bet.
Yeah, sure we will.
We've forgotten bets in the past.
Because I guarantee it gets delayed within the next 6 months. Let's for funsies, man.
All right, for funsies.
$50. I bet that the June 25th date gets changed before release, obviously, of Beyond Spider-Verse. Cool.
I remember we got so much hate because we predicted that it would get delayed to 2026, and then it got pushed to 2027. It's like, guys, it's nice being right sometimes.
It is nice.
Next up, Tron Ares finally dropped a full-length trailer, and we got a really good look at this film. What's surprising about this is quite a significant amount of this movie, pretty much most of it, takes place in our world. This introduces a bold shift from its predecessors by bringing the digital world of the grid into the real world, with Jared Leto's AI program Ares leading a high-stakes invasion. Although it seems like he has some ulterior motives and something he's trying to find out for himself, and he needs Jeff Bridges' character to figure that out. The trailers focus on AI and corporate ambition, voiced through Evan Peters' Julian Dillinger, who's clearly going to be the villain of this movie. Feels timely, but risks oversimplifying the franchise's virtual world charm. I gotta say, visually, it looks fantastic. Story-wise, interesting. I really love the ending of Tron Legacy because it opened up the possibility of the digital world entering the real world, so we're going into there big time. However, I'm not vibing with Jared Leto leading this movie. I'm not vibing with it.
It's Kevin Flynn, by the way, Anthony. He's a legend. Not Jeff Bridges' character. Get it right.
Did
Flynn.
you Google that?
No, I didn't look at my phone once.
All right.
I was looking.
Before we got in here, did you Google it?
Did I Google?
Yeah.
With the possibility that you would ask me, or you would get Jeff Bridges' character's name wrong from Tron Legacy, a movie I've seen 12 times.
Man, you've seen that many times?
I've seen Tron Legacy 12 times easily.
Wow.
I love that movie.
Nice.
Kevin Flynn. It's Flynn, man. He's the man. He's the
Far
dude.
out, man.
No, the visuals look astounding. I'm very curious to see how the story goes. Like Anthony was talking about in our description, I'm a little worried about oversimplification of the great themes that they brought in that first film of, new beings being created and what that means for humanity in terms of when it comes to religion and life on Earth and existential realities and the way we perceive ourselves with consciousness. But is it just going to be turned into Ares as a weapon for a corporate overlord, AI, tech? Is it just going to be that? I hope they bring back those strong themes, because that was what resonated with me so well with the creation of those other beings inside the grid.
Yeah. And we got some of the music from Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross.
They released the full track, too.
I'm fucking in, man.
Yeah.
I am in. I cannot wait for that score. That's my most anticipated score of next year.
Second big trailer released this past week, Mortal Kombat 2. This trailer, I think, is a better tone than the first film. It features Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, who I think is perfectly cast as a fan favorite from the franchise, who is absent from that 2021 film, unfortunately. But this really signals a shift towards a different direction. We have more iconic characters back. I mean, Jax is in this movie. We have Sub-Zero. Scorpion seems to have a lot more to do in this movie versus just having like 3 minutes of screen time. Hayaki Sanada's back for sure. And I think that shifting away from that original character, Cole Young, from the first film is a better direction. Bring in the fan favorites, man. I mean, we all love Carl Urban, and Johnny Cage is going to be so fun. And, this movie comes out October 24th, 2025, and Warner Brothers definitely thinks they can capitalize on a better box office performance than the last movie, which came out in 2021, only grossed $84 million off a budget around 50 to 70. But again, that's the year after COVID. Will more people go to see this? Probably.
I think it was a springtime release, too.
Yeah.
I think that setting Carl Urban's Johnny Cage as essentially the surrogate audience, it's perfect. And we're seeing the world through his eyes. It seems like we're entering the world through him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I think is very smart. He's a fan favorite. Everybody loves Johnny Cage. Everybody loves Carl Urban. We have been huge fans of his forever. And everyone and all the people who are younger than us learned about him from The Boys. He is a very popular guy in the world of Hollywood. And so I think using him as an entryway point for fans is really intelligent. I gotta say, there's a lot of CGI in this movie.
A lot, yeah.
A lot of CGI. We'll see. Maybe it's not finished. We'll see when it's done. That's my one thing is like there's a huge amount of CGI. Some of it doesn't look great.
Yeah, I agree. I think the CGI was a bit off for me. But, the story seems solid. It feels like Enter the Dragon mixed with that original Mortal Kombat movie, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Moving on to the Odyssey. We all know the 70mm screenings got released for like one showtime. It was the 7 p.m. everywhere. It crashed the AMC app. The Odyssey's already grossed $1.5 million at the box office in ticket sales. Not the box. It hasn't come out yet, not for a year. And this is just the IMAX 70mm pre-sales. It's the first time in history that movie tickets have gone on a sale a year before movies are released, as well as 95% of all seats were gone within an hour, meaning people were getting front row seats.
Dude, I tried to get tickets, and I failed horribly.
Tickets are also being resold for $300 to $400. I think Anthony and I, we're not sweating about it right now. We always have the fortune and luck and gratitude to be able to get early access to movies usually. So, but I'm definitely going to see this movie 14 times in theaters. I can't wait. But
this proves there's such a hunger. I think they're going to extend their original 70mm release. It just seems to make sense.
What do you mean extend the release? In theaters or
of IMAX 70mm? Because
well, I'm sure they had like a month.
Maybe. I mean, it's with its release date, movies never have that long in the summer.
Yeah, but it's Nolan.
What I'm saying is, I think they're going to be pushing that IMAX 70mm release longer than they might have originally planned.
I think Nolan probably says, "Give me 4 weeks, no matter what."
Maybe, yeah.
That's probably what his deal is, because Nolan has made IMAX boom so much. I mean, arguably single-handedly.
Yeah, he is. It's crazy. He's been the captain of IMAX in theatrical release.
They're building 500 new theaters because of Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, the IMAX wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for Chris Nolan, and that's
or Raiders of Lost podcast.
Yeah, nor neither would we.
The DC news: The Flash and Aquaman, according to James Gunn on a recent podcast, Happy Sad Confused, are not expected to be introduced into the DCU within the next 2 years, according to
him. No time. 2 years? Come on.
What?
That's only 2 years. That's like 2027, man.
I know.
That's like hardly any time. So they'll be here in 2028.
No, you know how people are.
2028, guys.
You know how people act.
Or late 2027.
Like Superman comes out the next week. So when's Aquaman coming in?
Yeah.
Relax, guys.
Guys, I don't care. Just enjoy the movie. There's so many other movies to see. But
stay on James Gunn.
Staying on it. So if we all remember when Cavill got fired from his role in Superman, everybody was like kind of confused and taken aback because James Gunn had signed on as the new co-DC president. And so everybody was very confused. James
also context, he had premiered at the end in the end credits scene of Black Adam.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that because I just wanted to erase that movie from my memory.
And then James Gunn and Safran took over.
So James Gunn and Safran signed their contracts literally the day that Henry Cavill posted on social media that he would be returning as Superman. And James Gunn on the Happy Sad Confused podcast spoke about this. He said Henry Cavill's departure, the day he signed his deal with Warner Brothers, was the same day that happened. And he was never told about Cavill and the talks with him making another Superman film, even though he signed to be the new co-head of DC. For some reason, James Gunn said that information didn't pass between parties. So he was unaware of what Cavill and that crew was doing, and Cavill and those producers were unaware of what James Gunn's plans were of resetting Superman. And so he was actually forced to make the sad decision of firing him the day that he announced that he was going to be Superman again. James Gunn said it was a total bummer. It was very unfair to Cavill. And he does hope maybe one day to include Henry Cavill in a project.
Yeah, so can I get a little deeper in this? So
get in there nice and deep, Black Man.
According to the conversation, specific people were muscling their way into control of DC and muscling their character.
James is flexing his arms if you're not seeing the video.
I'm trying to insinuate something. They're muscling their way into character roles to try to take control of
Shave
the DC.
your head, then we'll know what you're talking about.
This is what James
You
Gunn...
mean you were saying is like the hierarchy of the DCs was about to change.
I'm not saying that, but that's what it sounds like was happening. And obviously James Gunn was him and Safran, they did the right thing. They sat Henry Cavill down face to face in person, told him he's not going to be Superman anymore, and all Henry Cavill wanted was to be able to tell everyone himself before it leaked, before DC told anyone. And they're like, of course. And they said that he handled it like a gentleman. And that was the right thing to do for James Gunn and Peter Safran. You sit the guy down face to face. You don't make a tweet like a lot of studios do with firings. You let him handle it. Let him voice that selfie video he made. And I think that was the right way to go. And it is what it is. It's a new era, guys. And Henry Cavill and Man of Steel viewings have gone up 218% on streamers, which is funny.
So everyone's watching the originals for me too.
Everyone's watching Man of Steel too, which is fun.
I love Man of Steel.
I think it's a great
Sue
film.
me.
I think it's an amazing movie.
Sue me. Some guy said we don't understand the character because we like Man of Steel.
You can like
what
both,
are you talking
guys.
about,
You
man?
can like
It's a
both.
movie.
You can like both. Let's talk about Karl Urban kind of again, except with Judge Dredd,
which he was perfectly cast for in the last Dredd movie, which was kind of an underperformer at the box office, but has reached cult status. Fans love it. I really enjoyed that film. However, they never made a sequel because it didn't make that much money. Now, there's a new adaptation of Dredd in the works from Taika Waititi, who's set to direct, and Drew Pearce is set to write. His credits include Fall Guy, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation. Apparently, the two of them are big fans of the comic book and have been trying to work on a project for the two of them together because they're friends, and so they've settled on this. I love Dredd. I'm not sure how I feel about the tone of Waititi movies to Dredd, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a very specific comedic tone, and it's not to say that Dredd comics don't have opportunity for great humor, because they really do. And even like Karl Urban's performance had great satirical moments for sure.
Yeah.
But it just depends on if that's the route they're going to go. But I mean, a great screenwriter, I think, can really make the foundation of the story really strong. So I think having Drew Pearce on board with Taika to direct, if Taika was writing and directing, that maybe wouldn't work completely. But I think different screenwriter, Taika directing, I think that's the strength here. You know, this guy's written great big blockbusters. So I think it's a cool choice for both parties involved.
Just make sure to keep the helmet on.
Keep the helmet on. I don't want to see his fucking face.
Nah, that's what they did
Don't
right
Sylvester
with
Stallone it.
That's what they did right with Karl Urban.
Let's talk about the Harry Potter TV show, guys. Things are heating up. They are filming right now. There's some cool BTS photos of them at the zoo sequence.
I love it.
We got the Dursleys, Dudley's wearing this like great 90s windbreaker.
Yeah.
Harry looks perfect with Dominic McLaughlin.
It's 1991.
1991. So remember all the times
Yeah.
we were theorizing, you had a feeling it would be modern day. I was like, there's no way you have smartphones in Harry Potter.
Did I, or did I think it was going to be 90?
You, for like the last year, have been saying it's going to be contemporary.
Huh.
You
Maybe.
have. I've been fighting you on that.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I've been fighting you on this
recall this at
the
all.
whole like last 2 years.
Find the tape.
I will go back and find the tape, because it's been driving me nuts every time you bring up, well, what if they could go contemporary with it? I'm like, no, there's no way Nelly is a recording artist alive working in Harry Potter TV show, Anthony, okay?
Nelly might have been like at least writing songs in 1991.
I doubt it. He was probably like 12.
I don't know how Nelly was when he
Yeah,
did
how old
it.
is Nelly? I don't know.
Yeah, he could have been right.
I should have gone with like Taylor
He
Swift.
might have had a couple underground mixtapes back
I should have
then.
gone T-Swift.
Yeah.
Anyways, confirmation that it is 90s for sure. Also, Voldemort has been cast. However, the studio and the production have been keeping it very secretive, and they don't want to reveal it until the show, which I think is the right thing to do. Keep it a surprise. And also, I still theorize that the opening sequence is either going to be... I think the opening scene to this TV show is going to be Snape discovering Lily's death and baby Harry. Maybe we'll see Voldemort kill them. Possibly.
Do you think the show will open with Voldemort killing a baby?
I think it'll either open...
That's pretty tough.
I think... No, well, I mean, it's got to happen.
Not trying to kill a baby.
He hasn't killed a baby. Yeah.
He's trying to kill a baby.
I'm
But
saying...
murdering two people.
Yeah, I think it's going to either open up with Voldemort, or it's going to open up with Snape discovering the bodies. I think that's what... I'm putting money on it.
If Voldemort's going to appear, like it says multiple times in the first season...
That's where it would happen.
It's going to be flashbacks, but I don't think they're going to open it like that.
I think that's how it happens.
I think this show is going to open with the Dursleys and Vernon Dursley seeing a bunch of weird people around town talking about them being saved.
I hope so.
I that's how I think it's gonna open.
It'll happen after that, though.
No,
That it'll go.
so wait,
then it'll time jump.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm saying flashbacks are fine, but I think it's gonna open with Dursleys.
We'll see. We'll find out. Like, what does it come out? Like a year?
I don't know.
Something like that. Who knows?
Something like that.
Let's talk about Assassin's Creed and get disappointed again.
Oh my god. So, we love Assassin's Creed. It's my favorite game franchise. And Fassbender and Justin Kurzel made an Assassin's Creed film a few years ago, and it just was not good, unfortunately.
It's like 8 years ago, dude.
People don't forget. And Netflix is now officially moving forward with a live-action adaptation Assassin's Creed series. Roberto Patino from Westworld and DMZ. What's DMZ?
No idea.
And
No idea.
David Weiner from Halo and Brave New World. God damn it! Will serve as showrunners, so it's gonna be great, guys. The series will center on the secret war between the Assassins and Templars across historical events, so at least they're sticking in line with the first game. This marks the first live-action series under Netflix and Ubisoft's new deal. I am skeptical.
I will be optimistic.
Will you?
I hope.
Will you?
I just want it to be good.
you-
It's such a rich game to adapt into movies and TV, and I can't believe they haven't nailed it yet, man.
You didn't watch Halo.
I watched 3 minutes of Halo, I think, and I was like, I'm good.
How'd you feel about Brave New World?
I was not a huge fan of it. It was fine.
All right.
It was okay.
All right.
Not it is.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, Fantastic Four news. It's been confirmed that Reed Richards will be the new leader of the Avengers going into Avengers Doomsday. Galactus was also teased in some short clips, and Matt Shackman says Reed Richards was the hardest role to cast in the film. Quote, he goes from being a nerdy scientist who's locked away in the lab to the husband and the father who'd do anything to protect his family to the guy who's leading the Avengers. I realized that the version we were building had to have all those elements. Also, John Malkovich has been cut from the Fantastic Four. He would have played the villain Red Ghost. This makes sense since the film has a runtime of an hour 55 minutes now, since I'm sure they cut 30 minutes off this movie.
Quite a bit, and it's also been confirmed that the Russo brothers directed the post-credit scene of this film, just like the Thunderbolts one.
Wow.
Wow.
Busy guys.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Behind Enemy Lines was on at the gym today.
Okay, Owen Wilson reference. Wow.
What was interesting, real quick, sorry. That was playing, and Black Hawk Down was playing next to it, and it was like, that's how you direct a movie. Ridley Scott, holy fuck, the visuals. And Behind Enemy Lines, pretty good. Pretty good. Black Hawk Down, oh my god. God tier level directing.
It's Ridley, man. Let's talk about Ballad of a Small Player. We got our first look at Edward Berger's next film, Ballad of a Small Player, starring Colin Farrell, Fala Chen, and Tilda Swinton. The film follows a high-stakes gambler who must lay low in Macau after his past starts to catch up with him. Releases October 29th on Netflix. Edward Berger's busy filmmaker ever since All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah. And it's 4 stills they released, and it looks great. Cinematography, the production design, the costuming. I love the look of Colin Farrell's character. I love the setting. It's a period piece. I think this has a lot of potential to be a really cool movie, so I'm looking forward. And we love poker. We grew up playing poker when we were kids, so.
Yeah, ever since we were babies. We've been playing poker since we
we
were babies.
were getting by playing poker.
Yep.
Yeah. We paid the bills in Texas Hold'em.
Listening to Nelly, playing poker.
We were like listening to those Nelly mixtapes.
Country
The
Grammar. What the hell now?
Underlay, mamma mia.
What's happening now?
We would do that on the school bus
While we're playing poker.
Oh my god, while we play poker. All right, let's talk
I
about.
don't think it's underlay, by the way.
What is it then?
Is it?
It's underlay, mama, iya.
Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I am right.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't worry, man. I know Nelly. If there's an artist I know, it's Nelly Furtado.
Let's talk about Tough Guys. This is, I think, comedy gold about to happen. Ryan Gosling and Will Ferrell will star in a new comedy called Tough Guys. The film follows two goons who are tired of being disposable and break free from the criminal underworld. If anyone is familiar with the Knife Guys
That's
sketches,
what this movie should be, Knife Guys.
the Knife Guys sketches from the Jimmy Kimmel Show that they would do like every 4 or 5 years. If you ever never seen them, look them up on YouTube. They're hysterical. Will Ferrell and Ryan Gosling would be trying to sell knives during Jimmy Kimmel's set. It's a lot of fun. Like they booked the wrong space at the wrong time. But I think their economy is going to go super well together.
I mean, ever since they did those sketches, I've been waiting for them to make a movie together.
Yeah.
Because they can bounce off each other really well.
Tough guys.
Next up, Werewolf news. The upcoming Robert Eggers film is cast. Surprise, surprise, Willem Dafoe. I think it's a given. You know,
Yeah.
It's just the way. If there's an Eggers movie, Dafoe's going to be in it, just like Wes Anderson. Yeah, we don't know what role he would play, but he's probably going to be awesome in it.
This one probably going to be insane. Sergeant Rock news. James Gunn says Luca Guadagnino is no longer involved with Sergeant Rock, but the movie is still going to happen.
Damn, they lost the star and the director. What a bummer.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig and Luca.
And also, there was another guy who got cast who dropped out, wasn't there?
Cast in the role?
Yeah, I thought
I don't
so.
remember.
Oh, they're still trying to cast it and find a director.
Damn, that sucks. They still got the Justin Hurwitz's script.
I'm sorry, what?
I can never remember his last name. Hold on.
Justin Hurwitz?
Justin.
Hurwitz?
No,
Hurwitz?
that's the composer. Kuritzkis. Justin Kuritzkis is the writer of Challengers.
Cool.
Ghosts of Hiroshima news. This
yeah.
is going to be the upcoming novel from Charles Pellegrino. It released a trailer online with some Dead Red Line music, by the way, from Hans Zimmer. Really nice stuff. James Cameron is going to adapt this into a film, I believe, after the fourth Avatar movie. I'm not sure. It might be after the fourth one. The book follows the man who survived the Hiroshima atomic blast, got on a train to Nagasaki, and survived that nuclear blast as well. So
That's insane.
yeah, no wonder why Cameron was talking about Oppenheimer a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
There's a Basic Instinct reboot
God
happening.
damn it!
From the film's original writer, Joe Esteris, to pen and rewrite this reboot for Amazon MGM Studios. United Artists and Scott Stuber have acquired the rights to the relaunch of the original 1992 erotic thriller. He's rewriting his own movie for a contemporary audience.
Oh man,
It's not gonna have the. It's not gonna have
It's
that
not gonna be
bite,
the
man.
same.
It
It's
won't
not
have
gonna be
that
the
bite.
same.
It won't have the sass. It won't have the balls. It won't have the.
sex scenes. No,
Ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen. Only Paul Verhoeven was the only one who could make that movie, and he fucking crushed it. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Doorman.
Game over, man.
Game over, man. Doorman. All right, Clayface news. James Gunn says Clayface is a complete horror film. It's totally different, and there's not going to be a company style with DC. He said every movie is not going to be like Superman, which I'm happy to hear.
Cool. Love it.
Yeah.
Just picture it. Millie Bobby Brown and Gabrielle LaBelle will star in a new Netflix rom-com. Just picture it. The film follows two college students who are shocked when their phones glitch, showing them pictures from 10 years in the future as a happily married couple with kids. Pretty cute idea for a movie. I dig that.
Yeah,
That's fun.
James is really into this. James can't wait
it's
to
actually
watch
like
this.
a unique take on a rom-com.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you don't get that many original ideas. It's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
But also, like, Millie needs to be in theaters, man. She's
Never in
Netflix 101.
theaters. Never in theaters.
She hasn't been
since
in-
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like 2 Godzillas ago.
I mean, Netflix
Three
money, that
Godzillas ago.
Netflix money pays well. I know she signed that huge deal.
yeah.
But I feel like she's got to go back to theaters at some point.
Yeah, I agree. Thomas Crown Affair, some drama. Taylor Russell, original co-lead of the film, has dropped out in the film, which is directed and starring Michael B. Jordan. She reportedly left due to creative differences.
Which is a safe way of saying, who the fuck knows what happened? Something
No, I
happened.
think scheduling conflicts is who the fuck knows.
Creative differences is the same thing. It's the most ambiguous term ever.
It's just those two. Those are the two excuses.
Exactly,
It's
they're
just those
equal.
two,
They're
yeah.
equal mean nothing burger statements.
I feel like scheduling conflicts is a more BS one.
They're both BS, I think.
But I feel like scheduling conflicts is more like BS.
Anyways, that's wishful thinking, Anthony.
Whoa, nice segue
Which
to the
leads
next
into
topic.
Wishful Thinking, Louis Pullman and Maya Hawke will star in this new surrealist rom-com. The film follows a volatile couple who discovers their emotional state has supernatural consequences on the world around them.
Why can't we just have a normal rom-com?
Because, Anthony, no one wants a normal rom-com anymore. I want some shit happening from the future. I want some surrealist stuff. I want zombies. I want vampires. Cry about
I'm
it.
sorry, both of those back to back.
Cry about it, Anthony.
That killed me, man. I'm sorry.
I think it sounds great.
You're lying.
I think it sounds great, man.
Okay. It was just back to back. It was just like.
It was not.
You know
Thomas
what I mean?
Crown Affair
Okay,
came
there's
in
one
between
in
those.
between them. There's one story in between.
That's right.
Let's talk about the last
Just
story.
picture it, Anthony. Wishful thinking.
All right, we got the first trailer for Fixed from Jendi Tartakovsky, starring Adam Devine, Idris Elba, and Kathryn Hahn. The R-rated adult comedy follows a dog who discovers he's going to be neutered in the morning. Fun concept, Netflix movie, August 13th.
It looks very funny.
Not a
very
rom-com.
raunchy, hysterical. I love the animation. It kind of harkens back to sort of Ren and Stimpy style in a way. And they're not holding back on the humor here in the raunchiness. It's pretty hardcore.
I will say Netflix, they have stuff that goes out there, man.
I mean, they do
push the
comedy
envelope.
specials for everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They push the envelope with stuff.
They push the envelope with comedy for
Yeah,
sure.
they do.
They're the only ones that are really still doing
Have the balls to
comedy.
do it.
Yeah, Netflix has the balls. That should be their slogan.
They don't have the movies, they have the balls.
And that's a pun intended for
Yeah.
Fixed because
Look at that. This is why we're pros.
Yeah. That's about it for movie news,
Not
right?
much today. Not
Yeah,
much today.
but there's still some big stories. I mean,
Yeah.
the Spider-Man being delayed again, Tron Ares, really glad we finally got to look at that movie.
I saw a lot of people very upset about the Spider-Man delay. It's 3 weeks, 2 years from now. It's gonna be okay.
It should have came out
Guys,
this year already.
It's okay.
Right? It was
Everything's
supposed to come out this year, I think.
the original date, I believe, was 2025. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we saw it at the early screening, he said it was gonna come out the next year.
Yeah, and
We
that
saw
was
it in
like
2023.
1996 or something. I
It
can't
was
remember.
1990. It was when Nelly dropped his first album.
Yeah, and Nelly's what the hell what's happening now?
This show's so unpredictable now. It's insane. We got a lot of haters in the last week about us. They were mad at us for laughing.
For laughing?
and making jokes on the show.
How dare we have a good time?
And having banter on the show. So I'm gonna say, like, we don't give a fuck. We're gonna keep enjoying having fun.
Just be robots?
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna regurgitate news without having a good time. And well,
We're not gonna not talk about Nelly.
This is what we're live.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna not bring up Nelly when there's an opportunity to bring up Nelly in country grammar. I'm gonna bring it up.
We're gonna talk about Nelly, but it's. I mean, what are we doing here?
If like anyone who knows Nelly, like, sound this episode, that'd be great. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to Raiders of the Lost podcast. We have great episodes coming for you this week. Nightcrawler on Tuesday. It's gonna be an awesome episode.
I had so much fun making that episode. It was great.
And then we're going to do an episode on Sorcerer very soon to celebrate the 4K UHD release as well. Fantastic Four ASAP. So bangers coming your way. Thanks for listening. As always, subscribe on YouTube. Leave those likes on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Follow on all the things, all the channels. Become a patron at patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost podcast. And take care, everyone.
Underlay, mama.
Oh, what's happening now? This episode was executive produced by our incredible chosen one patrons, Nicholas Martin and Jacob Kostler. Raiders of the Lost podcast is a mirror image production. Opening music by Chase Jackson.